What's up, good people? In today's video, I want to give you 5 amazing foods for healing eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, and rosacea. And no, this will not be the same old crap you've heard from a lot of YouTubers before. Celery juice, fruit only, grapes and herbs. These are real foods that will actually help you heal your gut, help you grow beautiful skin. Now, some of these foods are slightly controversial, which means they're probably awesome. Let's get started. This is a food you're gonna find on pretty much every single person's superfood list throughout the past 15 years, and it will be the one that's the most cliche out of all my 5 favorite skin healing foods: salmon, wild caught salmon. It's no surprise, it's no joke that salmon is on this list. Why? Because of the omega-3 to omega-6 ratio. The bioavailability of the fats, the healing fats from salmon, is so amazing, so easy to digest and assimilate, that this is a no-brainer for every single person to be eating. With salmon, make sure it's wild caught. Make sure you're eating some of it raw and some of it cooked. If you can eat it all raw, then eat it all raw. But if you're eating it mostly grilled or baked in the oven, make some of it raw as well. Salmon is an amazing food for healing the skin. I hope this part's obvious to you guys, but if you're allergic to any of these foods, then do not eat them. I will say this: many times people are allergic to foods because the food is sourced from the wrong place. For example, my second favorite skin healing food, and this one has a bad name in the eczema community because of where most people source their eggs, is eggs and egg yolks. If you're buying cage-free eggs, organic eggs, or normal crappy caged eggs, of course, they're not gonna work for you. And if you're allergic to eggs, that might be the reason. The eggs that you're eating are filled with corn and soy and food that the little chicken is not supposed to be eating. Make sure if you're eating eggs, or make sure if you're going to try eggs, if you had a problem with them before, that they're pastured eggs. With so many of the people I worked with, including myself, I used to have major issues with eggs. Then I started eating pastured eggs, and all of those issues were completely not there anymore, because the egg actually started having the nutrients in it that was bioavailable for my human body. And eggs are controversial because everyone says you gotta watch out for cholesterol. All the vegan doctors will tell you that it's gonna destroy your heart. Do yourself a favor, look deeper into the cholesterol issue. I'm gonna just give you 2 facts, and 2 facts only about cholesterol. Well, what is the #1 data point for people who have heart attacks, but who afterwards have a complete recovery and are completely fine for the rest of their lives? Do you know what that is? They have the highest levels of cholesterol going into their heart attack. Also, take a little bit deeper look at the study that Harvard used in the 80s to present to the public of why cholesterol is so bad. It was privately funded by the sugar industry. And about half that report, more than 50% of that report was left out. The evidence in the data of that report was left out. Why? Because it did not match the pre-designed outcome that they wanted to find with the test. So all of the data that showed what they wanted to show, they presented, and all of the data that refuted what they were trying to prove, they just left off. No big deal. We'll just leave that off. That's fine. They don't need to know. Number three is going to be a small amount of sauerkraut and sauerkraut juice daily. I look at this less as a food and more as a medicine, or more of an intervention or a supplement. I take a gulp of the sauerkraut juice, I put a little bit of the sauerkraut in my meat, and I'm good to go. That's really all you need. Sauerkraut. Why the heck do we need sauerkraut? And why the heck do we need any of these foods? They all have one super awesome thing in common. It's vitamin K2, at least the foods I've mentioned up until this point. Sauerkraut is one of the only things in the plant world that's gonna deliver to your body powerful, bioavailable K2. It also will provide your gut biome with lots of little beautiful bacteria and critters to grow and to digest the rest of your foods and to create that healthy gut. So sauerkraut should definitely be part of your daily mix. Number 4, and this is a tough moment for me, guys. It's a tough moment talking to you guys about this food because I'm going to be honest with you. This food doesn't taste that great. I don't really like the way it smells. I really don't like the way it tastes that much, but I'm learning to love it, kind of. And there are some ways that you can make it taste a lot better, like chopping it up and adding it to your dish or putting it in with ground beef. We're talking about organ meats, especially the liver. The liver is packed with so much nutrients, so much healing nutrients, so many vitamins, so many minerals, and it's so bioavailable. I know in a lot of my videos, in this video, I'm saying bioavailable all the time, but that's because it's an awesome word and it means a lot. One of the main issues with the vegan diet and the plant-based community is that a lot of those nutrients are not bioavailable. That's why they work for cleansing and detoxification, because they strip everything out of your body. Well, once everything's stripped out of your body, you don't want things stripped out of your body anymore because you end up being ultra skinny and being malnourished. When it's time to build, to add nutrients to your body that will actually build your liver, build your kidney, build your heart, build your lungs, build your cells, build your skin, grow strong teeth, keep your joints lubricated and powerful. These have to be bioavailable foods and they have to be ultra nourishing foods. Liver is one of those foods. It's something that you just got to look at as a supplement. Okay, every week I'm getting in this amount of liver. I try to do as much as I possibly can. I'll be honest, some weeks I don't get it in. You know, I've had 2-3 week spans over the past year and a half where I did not get any liver in at all, and I felt the difference. The weeks that I have my liver, I feel more like a strong boy and like Superman rather than just a tired old sock. Why are you laughing?
Tired old sock, huh?
Yeah. So make sure you're getting in your liver. There's lots of things out there. My favorite way is brown swagger or liverwurst. Every once in a while I get in a mood for that stuff. I put a little mustard on it and I'm just like blah, 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 eating it. That is the easiest way to do it. Or make it fresh and chop it up and put it in your ground beef or with other dishes. If you're a gangster, you'll put it in a jar and you'll ferment it. High meat is what they call that. And yeah, you have to be high to eat that stuff. But my goodness, is that powerful nutrients. It is the ultimate way to eat liver. And if you're one of those people that just can stomach it, you don't care, you might even like fermented old liver, go for it. Get in as much liver, get in as much organ meats as you possibly can. They're really awesome for nourishing the gut and the skin. And number 5, I never talk about this because I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of my water. Water doesn't have any nutrients in it. It's just water. But I'm calling water a food in this video for not the sake of being funny, but for the sake of proving a point. Our body is a water-based body, and it has lots of electrical currents running through it. When you are dehydrated, it pulls water from other places, like your organs, which you don't want water being pulled from. You want your organs to be lubricated and jellied up like a wonderful whale all the time. You want the proper amount of water in your body for every single function to work well. Your digestion, your pees, your sweating, the digestion of food, everything starts with water. You can live without food for a pretty long time, but you cannot live without water for very long. You don't believe me? Watch Naked and Afraid. So make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you're eating those other 4 foods on a very daily basis, and they will drastically improve the health of your skin. Now, a quick caveat before I end the video. If you have not gone through the process of the 3 phases, or if you have not taken the time to do a proper cleanse and detoxification and then move on from that, that might be a good place to start. A lot of people have challenges with their diet because they just blindly do what other people are doing. The main concern for nutrition when trying to overcome skin disease is finding your trigger foods and avoiding the majority of the big trigger foods that are out there. There's a lot of them in the plant world, and there's some in the animal kingdom as well. The animal kingdom is more about sourcing your food correctly, and the plant kingdom is more about picking what foods to eat correctly. That's going to do it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Eat up these 5 foods, or these 4 foods in water, if you will, and enjoy your healthy skinned life. Leave all of your comments and questions down below. If you're new to this channel, remember to subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. You guys can find all of my offerings for skin health at holistichealthactivation.com. I would focus on my 3 phases workbook. It's my step-by-step guide for unlocking your healthy skin, no matter if you have psoriasis or dermatitis or eczema. It is the path of figuring out your customized diet, the one that will set you free, because my diet is not your diet. If you're looking to get a hold of me to become a private client, there's a link in the description box for that. On Instagram, I'm known as Stuart, Rob Stuart. In real life, just Rob Stuart. Much love, you guys. I'll be back with many more videos really soon. Bye.